Our special investigation into the abduction of two teenage girls 17 years ago.
And you don't know where to look, where to go.
Family home and bouncing between the sofas and spare beds of friends and family.
Were abducted from the main street of Bathurst.
Jessica Small was a 15-year-old girl living in Bathurst, Australia. Like many teenagers her age, she enjoyed spending time with her friends and experiencing life in ways that felt exciting and new. On the evening of October 26, 1977, Jessica left home to enjoy a night out, just as she had done before. Her plan was to spend time with her close friend Vanessa and several other friends. The two girls met up with friends, visiting different homes before eventually gathering together and heading to various entertainment venues. They played games, talked, laughed, and moved from one place to another, enjoying themselves as teenagers do. As the night went on, Jessica and Vanessa separated from the group to visit another friend's house, but no one was home. They returned to the area they had been earlier, only to find that their friends had already left. Later, they stopped briefly at a nearby restaurant. After sitting and talking, they debated whether to go home or continue their night out. Eventually, they decided to walk to another friend's house on Hereford Street. Once again, no one was home. By then, it was getting late and dark. The girls began walking back toward the city. While walking along the road, a white vehicle stopped nearby. Although they did not know the driver, asking for rides was not uncommon at the time. They approached the car and asked if the man could give them a lift into town. The man seemed ordinary and agreed without hesitation. Vanessa sat in the front passenger seat, while Jessica sat in the back. As they drove, the man made casual conversation, asking about their evening. The girls relaxed and talked about the video games they had played and the fun they had had. Any initial fear they felt faded. However, as they neared town, everything changed suddenly. Instead of slowing down, the driver accelerated sharply, driving into a dark and isolated area. He then turned toward Jessica and ordered Vanessa to move to the back seat. Vanessa refused and began screaming. The man stopped the car abruptly, turned violent, and grabbed Vanessa by the neck, choking her and shouting that he did not want to hear another word. At that moment, Jessica opened the back door of the car. The attacker released Vanessa and lunged toward Jessica to stop her from escaping. Jessica managed to break free and jump out of the vehicle. Vanessa also escaped moments later. Both girls ran as fast as they could, screaming for help. The area was dark and deserted. The man chased them on foot. Vanessa, slightly ahead, managed to keep running while Jessica began to fall behind due to exhaustion. Vanessa reached a residential area and began banging on doors and windows, screaming for help. When a door finally opened, she collapsed inside, in terror. The residents were shocked by her condition. Struggling to speak, Vanessa begged them to help her friend. The residents grabbed flashlights and went back toward the road, but Jessica was gone. Police were called immediately. Officers arrived and attempted to calm Vanessa enough to take her statement. Despite extensive searches and investigations, no trace of Jessica or the attacker was found. Several suspects were questioned over the years, but none were charged due to lack of evidence. Some investigators even suggested that Jessica had run away voluntarily, and that Vanessa had fabricated parts of the story to cover for her. This theory devastated Jessica's family and caused deep tension between them and the police. According to the family, these assumptions led investigators to dismiss potentially important clues. Eventually, police concluded that Jessica had been abducted against her will and was likely murdered by an unknown assailant. Despite reward offers of up to $1 million, no definitive information has ever surfaced. More than 28 years later, the case remains unsolved. Jessica's mother, Ariki, says the pain never fades. She still hopes for answers, if not for her daughter's return, then at least for closure. She describes Jessica as a loving, curious, and joyful girl who loved animals, children, and dreamed big dreams. Vanessa, who survived, continues to live with deep guilt and trauma. She believes that the decision to accept the ride that night has haunted her for life. She says she survived only because Jessica opened the car door and gave her a chance to escape. If Jessica were alive today, she would be 43 years old. Her family continues to ask for one thing: the truth. A final answer that will allow them to close this painful chapter and remember Jessica not as a mystery, but as the bright young girl she was.